Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's time for some more Tomb of Annihilation. I'm amazed, actually, at how fast you whip the crap out of those snakes. I'm very impressed. Those are some good rolls.
Well, they
Also,
only
very
had
smooshy.
what, like
16,
20 HP?
16
Yeah.
hit points, yeah. And they're not even poisonous snakes. They're just, like, bitey.
Yeah.
It's not an insignificant bite though.
True.
They did quite a lot for the amount of life that they had.
I think a lot of monsters, not to get too, like, let's talk about monster design, that's absolutely something we could do on our, like, we hang out and talk shit show that we've been talking about. I think there are a few monsters that are like that where, like, on the first turn, they're really good, and then they might as well just not exist.
Well, like, they're ambush creatures, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're really, really good for that first turn and that surprise round second turn.
Yeah.
And then
stealth, surprise round, like stealth with advantage, surprise round with a charge attack, and then it's like, well, they're done. They're just flopping around on the ground. They're not danger noodles anymore.
Yeah, it speaks to that element of design that we're not always super sure about pans out all the time. But in this case, you can see clearly designed to be multiple like encounters a day. These ones just sap up some resources to kill them quickly, and do a bunch of damage to people who you don't normally get to attack directly.
Right, because the resources that got used in that spell were a single rage, a healing spell,
and 34 of Arcturus's hit points.
Arcturus's hit points. Yeah,
that's a mine as well.
Yeah. Okay, well let's. I was gonna say let's reap the benefit of your victory, but I guarantee the benefit of your victory is just gonna be some puzzles. So let's.
Sure is.
I love puzzles when they make sense.
All right.
Research the snakes.
Put on your moon suit.
Something about secrets?
No.
Yeah, secrets hide the truth.
Moa teaches us that secrets hide the truth. Okay, so yeah, there is a hallway leading into a room ahead, a chamber ahead. There's no door here. Arrow slits on the walls. The walls are covered in curling serpent looking kind of designs on the wall.
Okay.
I don't want...
I have a guess. I have a guess here. I reckon the arrow slits are going to be a red herring because they're obvious. And if you actually want to do an arrow trap, they would be hidden. So I think we look either on the ceiling or on the floor.
I think I just run through the central hallway and see what's in the room on the far end.
Okay.
I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right, David.
If that's what you do before we get a chance to discuss it.
Step into the hallway.
Okay, so is this like a tentative step, or is this a like, and you just like book it into the room?
I'm just gonna book it. Screw it. I'm just gonna book it into the room.
All right. You don't have to roll anything.
Watching.
You just run. There's no arrows.
Cool.
There's no traps. There's no nothing. You just run into the next room. In this room, in the middle of the room, you see a stone. You see a stone cube resting on a plain stone pedestal. All around the outside of the room, statues of 12 tribal warriors jut from the walls, aiming bows. They're aiming bows at the pedestal. The floor in front of the pedestal, that's the thing you're standing in front of. You can see that square there, rectangle. The floor in front of the pedestal bears a mosaic depicting a monstrous serpent constricting a furious monkey. Moss obscures much of the detail.
You didn't get shot at.
No, we're good, but it looks like there's a whole crap ton of arrows that'll shoot me if I try and take the cube, which is still here, by the way.
I mean, you could just be swift.
You could try.
Oh, just be swift. Okay, Arcturus, why don't you come in here and just be swift?
Oh, no, thank you.
I mean, you're not wrong, but...
Like, I am pretty swift.
I'm touched by your concern for my life.
Do it fastly. Come on. Yeah, so what do you want to do?
Do you see any more writing in there?
Nope. There's a big statue.
Yeah, I mean, the walls and the floor are covered in this, like, not covered, but like there's moss on a bunch of the surfaces, so you can't really see everything.
I mean, it looks like some of it's kind of overgrown. Really.
See if you can move some of it out of the way.
You know, nothing shot me when I walked in here, right?
Yes, well...
Okay, I'll move stuff out of the way. No problem, Malik. I say as I just like
start sweeping the moss.
Yeah.
Okay. You see at the bottom of the mosaic, sort of as there's like a stone plaque, and then there's some of that scribbly writing that only Arcturus and your friend with the whistle can read.
Got some more of that stuff, the writing stuff here.
Oh dear! Get out of the way so I can run as well. I don't want to.
There's not really a whole lot of standing space unless I can stand here.
No, you can't stand there. There's a statue there with a bow.
There, okay.
No, that's fine. That's a safe place to stand.
All right, good.
Okay, I close my eyes and run across.
Okay.
I would like to narrate that the noise of Arcturus running is.
Yeah, exactly. Just like it's like a bag full of cutlery being rattled up and down really fast. You're like a moving garage sale. All right, so you get there, and you're alive.
Hello, wow. Oh, yes, I see the statues.
Do you want to make a test to read the writing on the floor?
I will do that.
Okay.
Because
I roll
the writing's on the floor.
Okay, it says, "Death rewards a thief deceived. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth."
Death rewards a thief deceived. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth.
Ooh, check the statue.
What statue?
The one in front, the massive fucking statue directly in front of you.
I thought there were like 12 different or 20 different statues. I thought that was
the statue whose plinth you are currently reading.
That's a mosaic on the floor.
There are statues in the room, but I love that you're shouting and pointing at this stone pedestal like that one. Look, it's right there. So the funny thing here is not that Arcturus doesn't see it; it's that she's freaking out. So let me re-describe the room to you. So in the middle of the room, a stone cube rests on a plain stone pedestal. Statues of 12 tribal warriors jut from the surrounding walls, aiming bows at the pedestal. The floor in front of the pedestal bears a mosaic depicting a monstrous serpent constricting a furious monkey.
It's a mosaic. I'm bad.
Moss obscures. They're the same word in Kobold. Moss obscures much of the detail.
Okay, so is there anything in the serpent's mouth in the mosaic?
No.
Is there? I like turn to Arcturus after having been really rude, and then go. Is there any snake on any of the bow guys?
There were snakes in the hallway on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Was
there mouths on those snakes?
Traditionally, snakes do have at least one mouth.
One
Sorry,
of you head back into...
Truth comes from the serpent's mouth. Is there any kind of are there mouths on the like holes area? Are they like in a specific?
Yeah, I bet you have to look through the arrow slits.
Yeah, it's not. I would have described it because it's corny as hell. It's not that like the snake's mouth is an arrow slit. There are like narrow slits that open out into side things on either side.
Are they arrow slits or narrow slits?
They're narrow arrow slit. They're the kind of it's a specific like stone work. You'd put them on a castle wall.
I'm just being a jerk.
But yes, they're both.
Okay, Ishi, you take a look at these statues here, and I will peek through the narrow arrow slits.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. I will check these ones.
Oh, I might just die right here. I step into the hallway and look through the slit on this side.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you can see, right? You can see through those.
Yeah, there's a star.
Okay. Which way are you looking? Left or right? West or
this
east?
One.
East? Okay.
I don't know. Yes.
Okay. How many eyes do you have?
I have 2 eyes.
Still? Okay. How attached are you to them?
Not very.
Okay. So you peer through. You need a light source, so I assume you cast the light spell.
If it's dark, yeah, I'll probably not on my shield because it can still shine through.
All right. You peer into this side chamber. And you see a large statue of a coiled serpent dominating this web-filled room. Clutched in the statue's jaws is a stone cube.
Yeah, that one in the main room's fake. You get shot with arrows. The truth is in the serpent's mouth, so we got to get into that.
I look in this one.
The other side?
Yeah.
A statue of a coiled serpent dominates this web-filled room. The statue is missing its head, which lies broken on the floor next to a stone cube.
Oh, dear.
Meanwhile, Ishi and...
Is there any kind of, like, entrance?
Also, hold on. While you're doing that, Ishi, what are you doing?
I was just going to say, meanwhile, I'm looking on all the arrow statues with Nubub helping me on all the statues for any snake patterns.
Nope. They're just they look like kind of general like Omuan era, like late Omuan architecture of warriors holding empty bows. They're not like there's no arrows in there. They're holding the bowstring back and the bows are empty. No serpents, no snakes.
Okay.
Neither python nor cobra.
Does there appear to be like ways into these rooms? Are there doors on either of the sides, or
not that you can see? Nope.
Detect secret doors. Roll a d6. Or is it d100?
Well,
It's
Ishi,
D6
it
default.
appears there are 2 more cubes in either of these rooms.
Well, that's good, right? Because you only needed like 4 more anyway. So
Yeah, if we get all the I mean, not agreeing with the voice that doesn't exist.
it's the voice of inspiration.
If we get all of the cubes, then we'll have enough cubes for the puzzle.
No, they're probably fake. They're probably a trap. Only one of them's going to be real.
I step here.
You step where?
And I move forward in the hall. I'm seeing if there's like some kind of like...
No, I mean, you've stepped on all of these spaces before.
Okay.
Check for doors on the walls. Touch everything. Inside the main chamber.
Well, perhaps if we attempt to take that one, it will open a door to either of the...
No. A thief deceived is if you take that, and you will have death. It will be bad.
It will be yours.
Personally, I really enjoy the people standing outside the death temple, directing us to touch everything.
I
perhaps
am contributing to solving this puzzle.
I don't know if you knew this, Malik, but that cube is part of everything, okay?
Are these arrow slits wide enough to reach an arm through?
Yeah.
And like feel on the other side and see if there's like some kind of thing.
Nothing happens.
Cool.
You like reach in and you're like, you get cobwebs all over your hands.
Ugh.
No.
I do the same on the other side.
Nothing happens. You stick your arm in and you're like,
Here's my thought.
I do the same on this one.
Sticking your arm through the holes does nothing.
Why are you rolling?
Because I had to roll something.
Here's my thought, Arcturus.
Ah.
The word says truth comes from the serpent's mouth, not truth is in the serpent's mouth. So none of the cubes that we can see right now are the real cube. And in fact, there's a 4th cube that we haven't found yet.
Well, we only have a cube
flash sideways to like a giant snake with 2 long gray legs kicking out of its mouth and a muffled voice like, help, help.
Well, we only have minutes here. We need to be swift. Is there other areas? Go.
Fine. I'm sure.
We need more hands in this place if we're to get out of here before your magic.
Oh, there's no way you're gonna get out of here with the spells. It's not gonna be. You're not gonna be able to fly off here.
If you can't find the doors, check all of the walls surrounding it. I will check the ones out here, and I begin.
Okay. Make a perception check, Malik. So Malik is checking the outside front walls.
Yeah, Little Fox will check the other side.
Okay. Little Fox, make a check to. I'll just assume you check the perimeter wall.
I got 14.
Would you and I like to check the walls where these statues are pointing at us?
Yeah, we can.
We'll do
Okay.
that together.
All right. So somebody roll with advantage then.
12.
Your own investigation, not perception.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
perception.
sorry.
Do
My,
that
that's
again.
a totally different stat.
Yes.
Allow me, friend.
Oh, sorry. My perception's
Okay,
fine.
you got a 19.
Probably.
Oh, well, never mind.
You also got a 19.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Ishi's perception is way better. You should be the helper. However, with the 19, you do find something hidden. So on the inside walls, you find. I'm just gonna check and see if there's a deeper description of these. No. Okay. All right. So on the inside, you find there is a latch in one of the walls, just hidden behind one of the statues. There's a thing you could push on, and if you follow it, you can see there's like a seam of a squat doorway. There are two hidden doors, one there and one there.
Yeah. I reckon it's the one where the head hasn't fallen off because the cube's no longer in its mouth.
I duck below the level where the arrow guys are pointing, and then I reach out and press the thing.
Which side?
Oh, there's one on each side?
Yeah, you can see them. You can see those S's, right?
Yeah. Okay. Then I would do this one first.
Okay.
Yeah, it was this one where the statue was intact, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, clutched in the statue's jaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon it's that one.
All right,
Put
let
them on.
me open the way for you. Bloop.
Okay. Can I walk through?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I look at the statue's mouth where it holds the cube.
Looks like the mouth of a stone snake. The statue's about 8 feet tall. Big stone
Does the
snaky
cube
snake.
look like the puzzle cubes we've seen before?
Yeah. But
Does
then
it look-
so did the other ones that you saw.
Right. Okay. Is there any other writing in this room or anything? Can we look around this room? Ishi.
Mhm.
I'm not certain about whether this snake's head sees truth or whatever. Can we take another look?
You want to take a look around here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so with advantage, 17. You don't see anything else. Lots of cobwebs, little spiders, dead flies.
Well, I suppose it's either this or the other room. We could go take a look at that one before we.
I think it's this one.
Okay. Well,
And it's definitely not the middle one because that one's way too obvious. So
I think
like-
that one's the
I reach my hand up and I have my shield clutched to my chest, and I reach to the height of, because he's 8 feet tall or whatever, right? And I have to stand on my tiptoes, and I grab the cube.
Okay, yeah. There's a faint clicking sound as the cube comes loose from its jaws, and you pull it away into your hand. You're holding onto a cube. Nothing seems to happen.
Right. Bring it out. Just be careful with those bows in case we're wrong.
I do the thing where I'm ducking below where the bows are aiming at.
Mhm.
And I bring it out and hand it to Malik. And I'm like, does this look authentic? Or what have you? I don't know. There's more of them. They all look the same.
technically they're all authentic because they're all older than all of us, probably.
Well, if it was a trick, then
Perhaps we
we're going
should.
to have to come back here when we enter the temple.
Oh god, that'd be so
Of course,
mean.
yeah.
That'd be so mean spirited. Like, yep, it's fake, and you don't find out until 15 sessions from now. Sucks.
I'd be like, cool, I quit. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
See you later,
Well,
shitty 80s
yeah.
adventure game.
I think if you got it wrong, the bad thing would have been those arrows. So I think we're good.
Well, what about the other one? Maybe that one. I don't. Okay, we can.
Poor anxious Arcturus.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a puzzle cube. You said the words more or less. Seems legit. It's got a little made in China stamp on the bottom.
I don't. There was still the other one that was.
Nothing killed you. Nothing.
Yes, and that's
Killed
why.
you.
That's why I'm worried, honestly, because nothing happened.
Are you sure it's not just because we're getting better at these puzzles?
I don't think that's the case. I don't feel better. I
Okay,
feel
well,
Would
just stay here on the
I
island.
always did.
Arcturus, would you feel better if I went and I picked up the other one and
But
we just
Don't,
Not the one with the arrows pointed at it.
no
but-
the other? I mean the other one. Yeah.
Yes,
Don't do-
I'll
no.
assist you.
don't do that.
Yes, I think we should.
Do not do that.
Oh,
We shouldn't do it, Arcturus. I was just messing with you.
what I mean, it looks exactly the same.
That's probably an illusion. The
Yeah,
other
you
one
peer
looked
peer
same
through the
as well.
arrow slit, and it's just sitting there, just sitting on the ground amidst broken rock, just being a stone.
Again with those sounds.
You're
Stop.
holding the real one in your hand.
I mean, well, Malik is, but
Well, whatever.
Okay, well, I'm going to start flowing us back. If you want to stay here and play around with the invisible,
no, I don't.
Legend.
I don't want to stay here with the dead snakes that almost killed me. Please.
All right, so everybody's you're gonna go back and load up and fly over because you have another application, the fly spell you can use.
Yeah.
yeah, I have to unfortunately use my 4th level slot, but that means 2 of us can fly at the same time.
Hurrah! Cool.
So I'll use it on myself as well.
All right, so cube, real or not, in hand, you return to the shore. Now, before you get there, you're all gathering on the edge to cast your spell, and from across the way, you hear "too, too, too, too," like this panicky blowing of the whistle.
Sounds like we're just in time.
Okay, yeah, Little Fox and I...
Take Ishi with you first.
Yeah, I grab Ishi, because even I could
Oh.
lift you probably.
Don't be so sure of that.
Okay,
How much can you carry?
sorry, what's the...
Because she has armor and a shield, and
yeah,
how much-
what's the thing for working out how much you can carry? Sorry?
I don't know.
The calculation.
It's a player rule that I did not look up.
Weight or something.
Encumbrance.
She weighs a grand total with her gear of about 70 pounds.
Lifting and carrying. Let's see.
More of it is her gear than it is her.
Carrying capacity.
15 times your strength score.
Okay, then yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. So you lug Ishi into your arms. You and Little Fox fly your friends over across the other side. And yeah, you can still hear... actually, no, the whistling has stopped. By the time you get over there, there's just like silence.
Okay, let's get to where it was as quickly as possible.
So you want to run towards the source. I mean, you're the fastest, Little Fox. You get there first.
Yeah,
we can
yeah. She'll
fly.
hustle there.
I mean, yeah, you
You
can
can
fly
fly.
to where the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
okay.
can fly.
All right, so you fly into the building, and you see Orvex, and he's standing there, and the sword is in his belt, and he's staring away from you out a doorway on the other side of the building, and he hears you come in. He turns.
Yeah, and she like plops Arcturus down because I have to carry Arcturus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like runs over to him and just says, "What?"
I saw a monkey, and then the monkey stole my whistle.
I mean, my whistle.
Somewhere
Little Fox-
further away, you hear.
Yeah, Little Fox just crosses her arms and like looks at him.
When we
Frown.
return to Port Nyanzari, you owe me a whistle.
I blew it when I saw the monkey, and then he took it and ran off. It's not my
I've killed-
fault.
Was it one of
Very
those? Was it one of the monkeys that looks vaguely demonic?
I don't know. It looked like a monkey. It was about her size and covered in fur. And
All right, well, I was worried for nothing. Let's get on with the rest of the day, I suppose.
well, I'm sorry you're so disappointed. It wasn't something more dangerous. I was
Do you know
scared.
anything
I was
about
scared
the
the monkey
puzzle?
was going to bite me.
Do you know anything about the cubes, Orvex? I say while I'm gathering my pack and everything.
A thing or two. Mostly just the legend. Why?
Oh, there were options at the last.
There were no options. We were correct.
I don't
I don't want to get in the middle of whatever it is that you're all obviously so worked up about.
I just don't know if you were maybe able to identify whether they were real or some kind of fakes, but that's fine. We did it.
Let me just have a closer look. I can identify ancient objects and work out whether they are real and something. I don't know how it works exactly, so I'm going to post in chat. you go.
Yeah. So Orvex shrugs. He's like, stupid monkey. Ruin or
I
dungeon?
can tell you how
No,
much it's worth.
no, none of those things help you.
How
You
much
could
is
make
puzzle?
you could make a history check to compare them.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
21.
They seem to be the same, except that they have different things stamped on them.
Okay. Well, if this one's fake, the other-
Arcturus is like doubting noises are one of my favorite
I know, I like
things.
it too. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, the fake one, it's the picture of a snake, and the snake is flipping you the bird.
Yeah, exactly. One of them is real and made out of stone. The other is a rubber dog chew toy. You just didn't
Well,
notice.
I suppose in the end, this isn't really our task anyway. So,
Yeah.
we can continue.
Okay, all right. So you have it. Where to now? So this is Moa, the
What time of
cube,
day is
the
it?
cube of Moa.
Okay.
Late afternoon.
What about here?
Late afternoon. Hang on one second. I can't. I'm looking at my notes.
I mean, that's
not
quite
your
close to Ross and Sea, but it looks like it might have a courtyard of some kind.
Yeah, that's a really good point because we'd worked out.
So
we
Unk is gone, and you don't have it, which leaves Obolaka and Nang Nang that you haven't seen, right?
And we thought that this was one of them.
Yeah, we've got that one. Where do we think the last one is?
I
I mean, that you could be right in that it's that one, but I was fairly certain it was going to be. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you went there.
Is there any that we've overlooked?
I mean, yes, there must be.
Well, yeah.
I still liked when we were just going through step by step by step, but what about inside the circle
Baby.
buildings? I mean, that's where a Ross and Sea holds out, evidently, but doesn't mean that there can't be some kind of temple or shrine.
Perhaps his building is a shrine.
Well,
knows?
we can also check here and hide along the cliffs for nightfall and rest, please. Resting.
Yeah, I would certainly prefer if we rested before we took on another temple, just in case we needed some more magic for it. Didn't know about the rest of you.
Do you want to just like find somewhere to camp and take a long rest?
I
You,
think
you
that,
still got like a third of the day.
I think it was like we would head over and search like these
I'm
buildings.
just trying to figure out where we would. I've been looking at the map, trying to figure out like where.
Yeah, which one we've missed.
Well, I
There's-
mean, we
there's
can
what, 2 you've missed?
Yeah, we've
can
got
look
one we
through-
think there.
Yeah.
Where
look
the-
through these circles of buildings and like take the afternoon and just look through these ones, right? The ones all along this path here.
Yeah, I think you could use the rest of the time you have before it gets dark to explore like this area outside the wall of this big circular compound.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine. See if
Maybe the stairs lead to an underground one or something.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you head over to this area and begin your search. This area is like deeply overgrown, and among the ruins you find little more than rubble, old bones, and nothing else. Night falls.
sorry, can we not like get
No,
is this-
not in the rest of the day. No.
Okay, then I guess we'll just maybe make a survival check to find a place because we're so close to the Ross and Sea stuff. Try
Yeah,
and
like the
find-
wall there, as night falls actually, and this is good. So as night falls, I think the weather has started to potentially change. Yeah, so the weather has become misty. So the rain has given way to mist as night starts to fall, and so this wall you're up against, you can see it's massive. It's like a 15-foot high circular wall. And you hear the chirping of bats emerging from somewhere within the wall. So there's a cavern underneath the plaza or something, because all these bats like fly up out of some of the ruined buildings and sort of swarm around up above. The whole area is deeply overgrown. Banyan roots, vines. There are statues buried under the rubble. So this area is like a verdant ruin, and will take like a lot more time to get through. You'll have to go real slow because it's so like full.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but the wall's big. It's 15 feet, and then there's an entrance there. There's also an entrance here, and then the flooded one up north.
Yeah.
But do you want
Well,
to
if
try to
it's-
camp here, or do you feel safe camping so close to the wall?
Well, that's why
I don't
was
mean to
saying
be
we should
ominous. I'm just
We
asking.
should make a survival check to try and find like a covered, secluded camping spot.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
camp here.
Arcturus and I can make that happen.
If it's like overgrown as well, we're probably gonna be a bit better at stealth. Or it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, you
Fine.
can't sleep under the overgrowth, but yeah, you find.
So
I mean, with help,
23?
at 23, you find a reasonable place to rest. Yeah.
I mean, you can't sleep under the overgrowth, Adam.
Listen, listen, sewer dweller. Okay, all right. So you find a
I make
suitable
a
place. Find a suitable place to camp, and you rest.
Yeah.
And no one has to use.
Rations.
Right, and so you eat the mush. You eat the delicious mush. Everybody gets their hit points back. You get all your business. The next
Okay, we
day,
don't have
the mist continues.
Delicious mush.
Yeah, right.
Oh, filling back all those spell slots. Feels good. Feels good.
Okay. So what would you like to do this morning?
Well, back to the traversing all of the buildings in search of shrines.
Yep.
Nice.
suppose we
nice.
should- We should not go into that ominous circle until we have to.
Ominous circle.
I don't know. It's
It's
you
like
want to run-
it's like the line, the invisible line in Dragon Warrior. You step from one area to the other, and suddenly you're swamped with monsters that are way harder to kill.
It turns out there's a mist gate directly in front of us.
yeah, right here.
Yeah, weirdly, the front of the building is this opaque white pearlescent mist, and you can't walk through it unless you really try.
Okay. We should check out these buildings so we didn't have a chance to look before we went to bed.
Ishi, when you go through the mist door, something bugs, and the rest of your friends can't join you. You die. Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, you wanna move over to that area and
Yeah.
explore there. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second to check
It's
to
just-
see if this is anything.
You notice nearby there's like a name written on the ground in gold of the paladin that we came across
Yeah.
before. Pretty
Awesome.
weird.
Good tropes.
Yeah,
I dig 'em.
Lathander, bro.
So, yeah, hidden amongst these buildings, you actually do find another shrine.
Oh,
So
Must have
what you notice first through the mist as you stumble upon it, there are a pair of needle-like columns that mark the entrance to a walled ruin. In the courtyard beyond, banyan roots envelop a squat building. Stone doors seal an entrance that is carved with images of snarling bears with long, sharp claws. Let me drag you over, and we will check out this shrine.
I hate all both of them. I
It-
forgot it was.
That's right. You stare upon the face of the Zorbo.
Aren't they really cute?
Do you think?
No.
Do you think they're called Zorbos because they absorb the properties of the things they're touching? Are they absorbos? Is that why they're called that?
I don't
Oh
know.
my god, I bet it is.
They're
Oh.
clearly named Zorbos after Kevin Zorbo.
I was thinking Zorbo the Greek, but yeah,
No,
Um,
I think you nailed it there, Adam.
I think so too. I think they're absorbos. Oh God, Wizards of the
yes.
Coast. I know that this is your channel and everything, but I hate you right now. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? I work hard to DM your stupid game. All right, let me find the Shrine of the Absorbos. What was his name? Obolaka. God, I'm so distracted I can't even read. All right, here we go.
Yes, Obalaka was the Zorbo.
Oh yeah, and I owe you Jacuzzi XP.
Jacuzzi.
Everybody gets 1,375 for King Zambo, the mini Zambos, and then the Jacuzzis.
Sorry, how much was that? 1,375?
1,375, yes. I love you, D&D, but you're killing me with these puns. I deserve it. Okay, so down in the bottom over here.
Okay, all I have about Obalaka is that they are a Zorbo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrible enemy of Aegean the Almirage. Because the Zorbo was originally... Okay, one morning a wise Zorbo emerged in a hollow tree and spoke to the dying owners to convince Ogtao of their worth. She decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily El Mirage to help her. El Mirage stuck recklessness in the pot she saw as a virtue, and Ukto spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, Abalaka and Ijin became terrible enemies.
Is there any kind of writing?
Right.
So yes, the let's see here. The tomb or the shrine does indeed have writing, a plaque above the shrine's entrance, just like usual. Of course there is. It says,
I get an 8.
okay, Obalaka, go careful, lightning, maybe.
I thought I was getting better at this. Orbex?
Just sit and try. Oh, yes, we have an actual.
Yeah, so Orbex looks at it and scratches his chin and says, well, I see where you made the mistake. That last bit is light, but the words are very similar in Common and Omuan. It's an odd trick of the language. What it says is, Obalaka teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light.
Okay. Tread well. Stay in the light. Got it.
Yes.
Well, should we do that then? There's door. Is the door? I like press on it. Is it open or locked or what?
The doors are, I think they're just shut.
Okay.
It doesn't say that they're locked here. When you approach, they're actually slightly ajar. You can see they've clicked open already.
Oh, not another one.
And these doors look thin. They're not like big and heavy.
I press and it slowly open.
Everyone like cringes at this like horrible rusty whining sound as the door goes like and like grinds against its rusty hinges.
So much for sneaking.
Yeah, like it's a terrible like nails on a chalkboard noise.
Oh, well, if anyone's here, they know that we are now too. Sorry.
So
So the door's open now. Can I see anything?
Yeah, you push it the rest of the way.
Yes. It's
Boop. And now that's open.
Is it lit?
It is not, no.
Oh
Fam.
dear. Well, that's so much for that.
Did you cast the spell?
Well, I don't know.
yes,
is that-
off the spell.
Oh right, I cast light on my shield.
Okay, all right.
Should I? I'm fine.
I was wrong about the floor last time.
I step in.
This time.
Okay, you step in. So, the walls of this dark corridor are covered with painted reliefs showing Omuan people hunting, harvesting fruit, planting crops, crafting weapons, feasting, fighting, weaving, and skinning animals. 8 empty torch brackets protrude from the walls under the reliefs.
Oh. I step forward.
Okay.
Nothing.
Be careful.
I'm trying.
Take something to check the floor. Do we have a 10-foot pole?
I have my trident.
Yeah, use the trident. Tap out the ground.
Okay. Bonk.
All
bonk,
right. Yeah,
bonk,
I like poke
bonk.
the tile in front of me before I step into it. Now.
All right. All right, everybody. Arcturus disappears around the corner.
Careful. I'm being very careful. Please don't sneak up on me.
Yeah, I'll let you know if anything happens.
Yeah,
Blah, blah,
follow
blah.
her steps.
His
steps.
Da-da-da.
Okay. So at the end of the hall, you can see there's a door.
Okay. Is it also? I like do the like ear. My ears are. Gonna
No, this
hurt.
one's quiet. This door, because there's no outside like source to rust the.
Okay.
hinges.
So does it push open?
It does. Yeah, you give it a shove.
What do I see?
In the room beyond, a glorious sun is carved on the ceiling. You notice it because there's a convex. I can never remember. There's a curved surface And you look
if
up.
it's poking down?
It's
I
poking
think
down
it's
from the
not
ceiling,
back.
like a bubble or a dome. And it's exactly above, it's a glorious sun carved in the ceiling, directly above a pool of still water. The ceiling, reflected in the pool, doesn't show a sun carving, but rather a moon carving.
I poke the floor with the trident and then step forward into the room.
Okay. The floor is safe.
Okay, good. And
So outside, Little Fox and Ishi, what are you doing?
I'm keeping an eye out to make sure that nothing sneaks up on us. That's my plan.
Yeah, I think the two
Okay.
of us are.
Make a perception check, the two of you then.
Okie dokie.
All right, so you got me helping you.
All right.
Ishi can lead.
21.
Okay. Yeah, there's like hella Zorbos.
Well, okay.
They're just hanging out, watching you. You look up, you see them like perched on things. For folks who missed the last Zorbo encounter, a Zorbo is like a hellish death koala. Look at this little fucker. And yeah, they're just sitting like staring at you, rubbing their little paws together. And as usual, the two Zorbos on top of the stone pillar have a grayish cast. And their skin makes like a clicking or grinding sound when they move. The Zorbos in the trees have like a brownish green color, and as they move, they take on the properties of whatever they touch. So, and yeah, they're just staring down at you curiously.
I lean over and look and see if I can see my reflection in the pool.
You cannot.
I poke with my trident to see how deep it is.
You it just goes. You don't see the bottom, right?
I hand my pack to Malik and I get in the pool.
Hold on.
So
I can
you're like
swim.
taking your bag off and you're giving it to Malik.
It's fine.
Malik,
It's very-
are
it's
you in the
very
room, Malik, or are you still standing in the hallway?
Yeah, sorry. I'll probably
It's a very deep pool. It's deeper than it seems. I just, I can
just
swim.
because it's water doesn't mean
I like swimming.
go in. Yes, well, it doesn't
There's
matter.
no doors in here.
Look for some writing at least first.
Is there any writing?
No. All you see is this Omuan sun carving on the ceiling.
Malik, it'll be fine. For once, just this, I'm very reassured that it will be fine. And I put my backpack on the floor
have
if you're
no
not going to
reason-
take it.
Why is
And
this?
then
the thing
I
that you
get
want?
in the water.
All right. So you step. Is this like a jump in the water? Is this a tentative
I
step?
think it's just like because it was deeper than my trident, so I like sit on the edge and put my like feet in first,
Okay.
and then I would just like push off.
All
from
right.
me.
So we get this really fancy camera shot of you sitting with your legs in the water, and as you like push off to drop into
Yeah.
the thing, the camera, it's shot from the side, does a flip, a 180. And you come out of another pool feet first, and then like blunk, land on the lip of another pool. You look up, and on the ceiling there is a moon carving.
Am I still here?
No, you are over here now.
Do you mean a sun carving?
No,
No,
look
it's a
up.
moon
There's a moon carving in the water.
The sun
It's a sun
carving's-
carving.
And so I get out, and there's a door right here.
There is, yes.
Can I like just poke my head in the water? With like have like stay on the side?
Yeah, totally.
Does it come out of the other pool?
It does come out of the other side. Yes.
Malik, it's fine. Yeah, there's another room on the other side of the pool.
Okay, well, while you check that room, I'll check this one. I think there's got to be something more here.
I mean, there's a
wanna
door. There's a door in
Detect
the
secret doors.
other room. There's a door.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just come through. It's fine. You won't drown, I think. I don't know. I can breathe water.
Hey, Little Fox.
She looks at you.
I'm trying not to like let the Zorbos know. Like, there's a whole ton of Zorbos everywhere.
Yeah, and she nods
Ke-
and just looks at you like,
Could you maybe, I don't know, tell them to go away?
The Zorbo nearest to you, little fox, is like he's on the ground now, so he's got this kind of like brown and gray, earthy like texture to him. And he's like sniffing your leg.
Yeah, and she like squats down to get like down to eye level, closer to eye level
Yeah,
with it.
he growls at you. He's like, "Argh," as you like get closer to him.
She just like puts out a hand, just, we don't really. We're just passing by. You don't need to trouble yourselves with us. And then there's the like hopeful, like maybe you could just eat some leaves up there and it would be fine.
Yeah, as much as you would like them to leave, they don't. It
Thank
doesn't
you.
seem to understand your words.
Okay, so in the way that normal animals might.
These Absorbos are not. They're definitely not animals.
Yeah,
They're like
and
monstrosities.
she looks back at Ishi like shakes her head.
Okay. So meanwhile, inside, Malik, are you gonna go through the
Yeah,
portal?
I'm looking actually through it, see if I can see Arcturus through the other side.
Yeah.
Like it's a portal.
The surface is just double-sided, so when you poke your head out one side, you can see out the other.
Okay. Yeah,
Am I wet?
No.
Oh.
all right. I tentatively climb in through because there's a door here.
Okay.
Well, I say, well, thank you for trusting me, and then I push the door open immediately afterward.
Okay. So the door on the other side it opens into a room that actually is lit. There's a warm golden light that illuminates this room.
Okay, I drop light on my shield so I don't get confused about where light is.
Okay.
And
Right.
then I step out into the hallway.
8 torches illuminate this room. Light washes over a floor mosaic showing 2 creatures locked in combat, a small bear with sharp claws and a rabbit with a spiral horn on its forehead. In the middle of the room, a robed figure stands next to a waist-high pedestal, atop which rests a stone cube. The figure is bald and has one hand on the cube. Takes a moment to realize the figure is a statue.
Glad it wasn't a wizard. I step forward. Is there any writing or? No. So it was. Sorry, what did we say about the stay in the light? Or I don't know if I didn't write it down. I mean, you didn't write it down.
Tread cautiously and stay in the light.
Carry a big stick. I'll copy it for you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, 'cause
write
once
this
I
one.
Float
translated
like
it,
a
I
butterfly, sting like an obalaka. All right, there you go.
Yeah, once I translated it, I would have copied it into my journal.
Interesting. I feel like there's got to be more to this. Perhaps the man was petrified, failing this.
At first, they were afraid.
Right, that happened first. It's a fear effect, and then
I wanna just like move around the statue of the guy and like take a look at the different sides of this plinth or whatever.
okay.
Can I make a check of some sort?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. Sure.
I would like to be perceptive. Maybe. I don't know how that perceptive.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, in the language of DMs going back all the way to the beginning of Dungeons and Dragons, the statue is unusually lifelike.
Yeah.
This statue is unusually definitely a person.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, it reminds you of the statue that you found in the Queen's Forbidden Garden.
Right.
Imagine if we unpetrify this person and it's the same guy. He got petrified again when he came in.
No, this is definitely a different guy. This guy looks, he's dressed like a wizard. He's got a bald head, and I guess if you get petrified, stuff like pigment would be irrelevant. So like You can't. He has tattoos, but you can't see them.
That he has red wizard.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bald wizard.
Okay. Well, he clearly failed, and all the lights are in this room, so they. He said about staying in the light, so there's got to be something that we illuminate, right?
I don't know. There's
And-
already the torches.
This is kind of a weird thing to ask because we're seeing the top down
Yeah,
like view of the temple,
sure.
but I suspect there's probably like I can't ping it, but there's probably like another room
Yeah,
that
I mean,
takes up the
you're
rest of the space of the
you're
square.
you're spatially aware enough to imagine that if there is an empty space and you can see the outside, your character would probably guess that there's almost definitely a chamber or a hallway or something in that empty spot.
So what were the
Okay.
pictures on these walls? They were just people like working and farming and stuff.
Yeah, pastoral scenes of Omuan life.
Okay, so
All the
I'm
torches
gonna-
are lit.
Yes, yeah, they're all flickering in there.
yeah, I'm
their
gonna grab
spots.
one of these torches to see if they like illuminate a passage into that from.
Let me see if I can move them. Are these objects? No, they're not. Okay. Oh no, they are. Look, I can move the torches. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
cute.
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cool. You pick one up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take it through into this room because like
Okay.
spatial
Yeah, you
awareness.
carry it into that room.
and I like wave it over the wall there.
Nope, you don't see anything.
Begin touching around, looking for a secret thing.
Make a perception check.
God, I'm really bad at perception.
Stay in the light.
18.
Okay. Yeah, there appears to be a door there, but there's no obvious way to open it. Like you feel the edges of a door, but there's no handle, there's no like trigger. So the room, again, the full moon is carved in the ceiling. The walls are decorated with reliefs of the Omuan people carrying out daily chores. This door is probably built into part of the thing. So it's like there's maybe like a grain silo, and it's the door on the grain silo, but you can't push it or pull it. There's no obvious way to open it. And holding the torch in your hand doesn't seem, and like waving it around doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay. If I put the torch into the pool, does it extinguish?
Yes, it goes out.
Okay. So I take it with me anyway, and I head back through.
And
Okay.
this
It's out now though. So
this is like the Zorbo, and
yes, yeah, on the ground.
it's fighting the El Mirage.
Can I relight it with prestidigitation?
You cannot.
Interesting. Okay, so I just carry it and my lamp with me to.
It is, yeah. It's just like a wet piece of wood. Or actually, it's not even wet. It just went out. It's just like a piece of wood, and it will not take fire.
Okay, right. So if I head into this corridor, these things are they like?
So the walls of the corridor are covered with painted reliefs showing Omuan people hunting, harvesting fruit, planting crops, crafting weapons, feasting, fighting, weaving, and skinning animals. 8 empty torch brackets protrude from the walls under the reliefs.
Okay, so we need to keep this lit. So the other corridor is clearly the way to get it through there without putting it through the things that put it out. So the actual entrance is going to be on this wall. So I check this wall for like traps.
Okay, you're not like the best at finding these things. You may want to employ one of your other party members.
I say Ishi.
Zorbos.
Okay, then I switch and I say into your mind, I say, I need help looking for a secret door.
Okay. And I like step back.
The Zorbos just watch you.
Okay, what do you need exactly?
I think this wall. There's got to be something on this wall.
All right, let me take a look. Let me take a look.
What's
am
carved
I-
there?
Hang on a second. Don't everybody start moving at once. So
Sorry.
what was your question, Dave?
What's carved there?
Nothing on that wall.
Okay.
It's just flat.
All right.
So, is it a perception or an investigation here, Adam?
This is gonna be an investigation check because you're like
Okay, well.
specifically like poking and prodding at the.
I'm not.
If it was investigation, then I should have done it because I am
Yeah.
good.
Again, it's one of those things where investigation and perception shouldn't be two different skills. Let's just say you can use either one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll use my perception then because I got insane.
Like passive
Yeah.
perception should be a thing,
21.
but investigation should be
And
a
I'm
skill.
I'm helping.
21.
Okay,
Yeah,
21. Yeah. So on this wall, you find a door. There was a secret door hidden here, but like pushing on it, there's no way for you to open it on this side.
So there's definitely a door here, but you might need to do it from the other side.
And when you push this door, it's not so much like it feels barred. Like it feels like it's being physically like it has a little give.
And there wasn't anything like on the wall back up in the other room.
I mean, there was all kinds of stuff. You didn't really look like closely at the
Okay.
like stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'll say. Come through here. It's This is a portal. It just goes to another room. You won't get wet or anything. Arcturus is still in the main room.
All right.
I'm just looking around
And then
at
I
each of the
climb in to
torches
show.
and like, yeah, trying to see if there's anything like special about any of them, about the light that they cast or something.
Okay, and you're still carrying that blank torch. Okay.
Yeah.
So the two of you go inside. Outside, Orvex has backed up against Little Fox, and is like, Little Fox, I don't like this.
Yeah, and she like looks down at him and just says, "Be quiet."
And he's like trembling, and one of the Zorbos like hissing at you. Another one starts to growl, and now that there's only two of you out here, the Zorbos attack.
Right.
Because they were waiting. They're waiting for stragglers, right? So as soon as most of you go inside, if anybody stays outside, the Zorbos spring their trap. So
Sorry, I didn't think about that.
let's take a break here. We'll sit and we'll absorbo what we did. And when we come back, Zorbo party. I can't wait. It's going to be attack koalas and Orvex and Lil Fox need to hold their shit together for a couple of rounds. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation.